What is up, Yesh gamers? Robert the Bruce here. Of course, round 5 of the YeshGaming Cup. Things are getting real. As you're looking at the screen right now, you will notice the scoreboard is very faint, hard to read. There are so many players that have now gotten into this competition, you can't even see it. So I've highlighted the top 5 players. They're right on screen for you. Corito, Danny, MW3, Squirrel, and Scumdog are topping the charts right now. There are several others hot on their heels. And may I say once again that Danny and Squirrel joined later on in this series. They are not guys that have been here from the very beginning. So even if you are just now getting into this, that is okay. The way it works, top 5 players in each team after each round get points. First place gets 5 points, second place gets 4, all the way down to the bottom. So you can join, get some awesome points, get a few first place finishes, and skyrocket your way up the leaderboard. You also get a point if you are seen arming or disarming the MCOM. Now, if I miss it, it doesn't count. That is it. Sorry, folks. That's just the way it's got to be, the only fair way it can work. But I try to catch each one of them, and so that is another way you can get some points very, very quickly. So even if you're late into the series, fear not. There is plenty of gaming left. Now we're going to go ahead and switch on to the Shoutcast view. We are in the warm-up game right now, so it has not officially started yet. Go ahead and hop on in if you're wanting to get in on this round of the competition. We'll be playing 3 rounds of Obliteration tonight. Last week I actually got distracted. Didn't realize that we were going into a 4th round. So if you took part last week, yes, I did count the 4th round because I said it was going to count while we were live. Just a little bit of confusion there, no big deal. But you can see on the screen, much of my buddies are all getting the same squad as they get ready for some epic action going on tonight. But now, if you are looking at this and going, hey, I would like to take part, but where the heck do I go to get in this thing, right? Very, very easy. Now that we have servers, we have, looky there, the official YeshGaming server. That's right. Go ahead and search that out. If you just search YeshGaming, you'll find it. There is another one also, though. One of my buddies, Eddie, also bought a server for the whole platoon to play on. But this is it. The official YeshGaming server is where it all goes down. So go ahead and PS4 players hop on over there and get in on the action. Like I said before, there'll be 3 rounds of Obliteration going on. Where's the bomb right now? So much confusion. We are in the warm-up game currently, so none of this really matters. This is just a time when everyone can get into the actual game. So if you're just tuning in live and you didn't know this was going down, you got time to go fire up your PS4, grab a snack. I know I've got myself a little energy drink here. Not that I will need it. These games are always absolutely insane. So the server's already starting to fill up. I've had our server on a private lockdown, password protected throughout the day, and then I just now opened it up for this. So if you want to get in on the competition, you got to be running the Yesh clan tags. So as you see, most of the guys here have got those going. Make sure you got the Yesh tags on so you can be counted. If you're just a random passerby, you know, I don't want to be trying to tally up your score the whole time. So that's the way I know what's going on. Is if you got the Yesh tags, you get points. Easy as that. You can switch them back off later. Normally, I don't really care. People that know me know that I'm not like, oh, if you're in the Yesh platoons, you have to run the tags. Like, it doesn't matter to me. It's whatever. Just for the purposes of this competition, though, it is the easiest way to make it work. So, now, looks like we've got a whole lot of action as everybody gets crazy around the bomb. And that's what I love about this. That even though this is the warm-up, and everyone in this game knows this is the warm-up right now, they are still playing their hearts out, playing the objective. They're not all just goofing around doing stupid stuff. That's just an indicator of the sweet level of competition we enjoy here. There it is. There's the energy drink, kicking it off, getting things going. Try to limit my consumption because I got to where I was drinking a few too many. So now I just pop one every once in a while. Typically just stick with some coffee. But tonight was you know, the YeshGaming Cup is always a fun event, so you had to run with it. Ooh, look at that! Somebody was very close to arming Alpha here. Looks like MW3 fan, a.k.a. the Kiwi, as those of us that play with him all call him. Yes, he does live in New Zealand. Oh, and let's run to the comment section. Night Stalker. Understandable, dude. No, your points would count, man. His question in the comments was about that he actually plays with a sponsored group. He was a longtime Yesh member, played with us for years in Battlefield 3. But it was also a part of another clan that actually got sponsored, so he has to run their sponsored clan tag. Understood, dude. That's a very special situation. You will get points counted because I know who you are. That is totally cool. Now, if you're anyone else, though, just make sure you go throw the Yesh tags on. It's not a big deal. Even if you forget and only throw them in on the very last game, you know, that's fine. I'll go back and count the points. But what I will not do is go back later in the season when someone says, "Oh, I've been playing every week, and the very last game of the entire season, I had the Yesh tags on." Sorry, that's just silliness. Look at this guy. That guy's a survivor. DV. He was hanging out on the bomb for a while. That was insanity. Oh, did we just get a little run over action? I couldn't tell if he got ran over or shot, but I liked that. Man, intense battle going on here. You better hop in there quick. Now they got some C4, is that? Looks like C4 on there. Possibly M2 slams, although that would be unlikely. Oh, and he hopped out just in time. Who is it? Who is this with the bomb? Oh, Hallie. Now I would like to know if Hallie is a chick, or if Hallie is just a... Oh, snap. You know, the name means something else. I'm not sure. I guess it could be a dude's name. If it is, I apologize. I'm not trying to be insulting. I've just only ever heard it as a female name. And being that female gamers are like, you know, seeing a unicorn or something, it's always interesting to see when we get joined by a lady. We do have a few female Yesh members, of course. Love when they get to hop in and play with us. Oh, snap. The trump card. Danny snags him in the chopper. That is it. If you can get the bomb in a chopper, you gotta watch yourself, folks. Now, they're not too far away from the bomb site. So it just depends on if any of the U.S. players are going to get back in time for this one. Maybe. Gonna be tough. Timers are really... Oh, that was a nice shot in the Z11. Oh, Spaz almost picks it up. But DV takes him down. And looky there, China ticks another one off the scoreboard. Once again, this is just the warm-up game. It will officially start next game. However, this is a 3-map rotation I set up specifically on our server for tonight's event. So, Dawnbreaker will in fact be the final map of the evening that we'll be running with. So we'll be back here again, so get your strategies in now, boys and girls. Plan. Oh, Stalker, no worries, man. You're good. I covered it in what I said already. You're good, my friend. Well, let's see. Starting to get more and more filled up. Looks like he had the Jack tags on from a previous tribute live stream we did for a friend. 12 on 10. We still got some space in here. Curious to see if the server will be totally filled up in time, or if we might be running a little light for the first game once it moves on. We got about 5 minutes until the next game, or China just gets one more objective, and then it'll be all she wrote there. We shall see. Either way, this game will be done very, very soon. Oh, that was a little kamikaze crash going on there with the chopper. I liked it. He's not getting out of there, though. There's a nice kill from Corrido. Rocking that lav. Now, she is currently in first place. She has been here almost every week and just absolutely destroying it every week, playing the objective like crazy. You talk about a Yesh lady, and there is one. She has just been tearing it up. Speaking of, arming the objective, even though... Oh, she goes down. DV looks like he'll get the disarm. No other U.S. players around. But that's the kind of player she is. Always arming objectives right in the heart of the action. Typically placing top 5 plus getting those arm and disarm points. Scumdog is also in the top 5 right now. And as you can see, he does the same thing. You gotta love it. Looks like U.S. is going to get some points on the board before this thing ends up. Looky there. Making it interesting. That's what I like to see. You know, I'm sure I'm going to completely regret saying this because it's going to happen, but usually the games are very, very close during this competition because everybody is such a team player and focusing so hard on the objectives that typically we have really, really close games where it's very back and forth. Now, we've had a few where one team just gets the momentum and steamrolls the other team. It's just how it is. And that's going to happen even with good people on both sides. But we're just killing a couple minutes until the game officially gets going. Who are we killing? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hit him. Hit him with that RPG. Do it. Show us that long shot, Eddie. Oh! It was close, my friend. It was close. Up? Oh, nah, not quite. Good stuff. In other news, I'll go ahead and get this out there before we get into our actual first round, or first game of round 5. I want to keep saying round. It's just confusing. Very, very cool that we've had another sponsor step in. A band called Mist the Crow. Actually, a Yesh member is actually a part of this band. No, if you're thinking like, oh great, some like 12-year-old and his friends like recording into like their cell phone or something. No, they're like they're a legitimate band. Mist the Crow. I believe I am trying to verify this on my phone right now. I believe their website is cleverly set up as mistthecrow.com, but I am going to verify that while we watch that tank say, I don't think so. But yeah, Yesh member Half Jap Man is contacted me and said, "Hey, I'm part of this band. We just cut our first album, and yeah, mistthecrow.com looks like that is their website, and they're donating their entire album for free to the winner of the competition." And apparently there's even potentially going to be some like download codes given out to other players in the competition as well. Maybe like the rest of the top 5 guys. I'm not sure completely all the details yet, but either way, very, very cool of them to step up and say, hey, we put hours and lots of money into this project of our own, cutting this album, and we're going to give away for free just for the YeshGaming Cup. So that's really, really cool. Huge thanks to those guys. Check them out. Once again, mistthecrow.com. Head over there. They've got the albums up. I think you can sample them right now, so you can get a little taste. They've got a nice rock feel. I am the world's absolute worst person ever at explaining or categorizing genres of music. If it's not like techno or something that's like or classical, something that's very, very obvious, then I'll just butcher it. I'll be like, oh, that's like pop rock. And they're like, no, not even close. That's some other weird genre. There's so many bazillion genres of music. I can never even get them right. Even techno. I say I know what techno is, but, I would call it techno, and someone would go, that's not techno. That's, dubstep or whatever the random other name is. There's like a million different kinds of even dubstep designations, so whatever. You know what I'm saying. So I'm not even going to try to explain what kind of music it is, but I like it. So mistthecrow.com, check out some of their tunes, and then they'll be throwing in their album into the pot as well. So huge props to those guys. And like I said, I mentioned this last week, I do believe there's another Yesh member that is donating at least one PlayStation 4 game that will be tossed into the pot for the winner as well. Now, the details are still out, so I'm not going to throw out any more than that, but once I have that more solidified, then I'll definitely get the word out. So, very, very cool. The stuff just keeps on stacking up on what we'll be giving away to the prize winners here at the end of the season. We are going to be running 12 weeks. This is week 5, so plenty of time left for people to get in. It's 1 round a week, typically on Saturday. I always get it out on Twitter and Facebook once I know exactly what time I'm going to be free and running the live stream. So follow on one of those venues, and you'll know exactly when it's all going down. You can hop into the rounds and get going. So still many weeks left of this thing, and I will not be surprised if we end up having like a latecomer that shows up on like week 7 or 8 and just rocks out the final few weeks and ends up as one of the top 5. That'd actually be pretty cool. So here we go. Goldwood Railway Obliteration, the official YeshGaming server. Get in while you can. Round 5 begins. Let's see who is going to be stacking up their points here in the YeshGaming Cup. A little more Red Bull in the bones. Uh-oh. Free product placement. Why aren't they paying me? And we are here, off and running. One of my absolute favorite maps. Obviously, that's why I chose it. For Obliteration. I like this map anyway, but in Obliteration, it is really, really just chaotic and fun, and there's a wide variety of vehicles. It's not like Operation Locker or something where you're really limited, and it's just like, oh, you're all foot soldiers, the end. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can go down on Goldwood Railway. I really, really like it. And if you're a sniper and you're really good, there's a legitimate chance to help your team on this map. Some teams aren't very conducive to sniping. And so I'm really a big fan of this map. Now, who is here getting some early work done in a Jeep? Pac-Man. I love it. He got taken down by Hallie, but he was there lightning fast. No, Mr. GPS, I'm sorry. Maybe it was Hallie. Couldn't tell. There was a lot of killing and dying going on over there, but either way, he was there very, very fast. That was awesome. Props to him. Now, one thing we know from this map, it is not impossible, but it is very difficult to get the bomb all the way to an objective on foot. There is such an armor-heavy map with helicopters and jets as well thrown in there that you almost have to have at least a Jeep for speed, or better yet, grab a tank or an LAV or something and give yourself some sort of protection as you try and get in there. Still, the old rock'em have to roll your tanks up and see who comes out victorious. Now, it looks like the Russians have taken control of the bomb. They still have some armor up, and they are moving. Lots of guys parachuting down. The question is, will any rockets manage to disable this thing before he gets gone? Oh, a couple of near misses. Wow, that was close. Whoever is driving this tank may not realize how close that was. Eddie getting some air. I love it. This is like tank driving at the X Games or something. This is fantastic. Now, right now, there is nobody out ahead of him as he rolls towards Charlie. The Russians may get an early lead, but it's not going to be a gimme. The Chinese team will at least have one, if not several soldiers set up there, and also looks like we got some people hot on his heels. Now, the timers are really... Oh, Scumdog with a nice tank shot at distance, ending that run. Wow, well done, Scumdog. Props to Eddie and whoever else was in there. They got it close, but not going to be getting points on the board just yet. Who was that? Did they just back out of the server? I think they just raged. I really wish I would have known who that was. That was fantastic. Oh, that was so fantastic. That crash was... I mean, they just disappeared. I was watching the kill feed and everything. I have to assume they just backed out of the server. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. China back in control. Nah, I was going to say it's going to be really tough to get out of there. Now, DV's got it. His vehicle just got shut down, though. Oh, that is brutal. Looks like we still have the Chinese. Somebody was in a Jeep just circling, trying to stay alive. Oh, it's just great. It's a mix of awesome teamwork and just total ferocious tenacity on both sides, but it's also comedic. I mean, it's just funny watching these guys just destroying each other so quickly. Oh, it's brutal. So all those soldiers, like, they understand that they had to be left behind because there's no spot for them, but they're just like, dang it, wait, guys. Alright, so let's see here. Russia making another attempt on China, but on the Chinese Charlie bomb site, but it is not going to be a walk in the park. They've got enemy armor moving in. Some soldiers already set up there, waiting on it. He is most likely going to get dropped. And that is it. The Spaz drops Danny to save the bomb from getting planted. Picks off another one. So he snagged the double kill there and now has the bomb and is getting in a Jeep. This could be trouble for the Russian team. If he can get all the way back to an objective of theirs without them being set up and ready, this could spell a lot of trouble for the Russians. China might be getting on the board early. Now he's still got a lot of ground to cover. We'll see if he manages to get there. As he rolls all those Russians out there. And, ah, no! Rocks! OP! All those Russians are like, crap, what have we done? They're trying to get back here as quick as they can. Yep. It looks like he is most certainly going to be arming Alpha. And just the only one in the area. Oh, man. That jet is the only person even in the... Whoa! 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 I spoke way too soon. Mega props to... Who is that? Robman? Yeah! Wow. That was incredibly impressive. He saved their assault. It looks like Spaz got taken out, but Robman was there to snag it and keep the party going. Now he is not arming yet. Looks like he's looking for a way in. There it is. Is he going to make it happen? He is. He's got a little cover as well. Uh-oh. Who's this? Who's this? Being sneaky. Mr. GPS. Oh, he's going for tags. He got him. GPS got the tags, and they got the disarm. Wow, that was impressive. Well done, Russia. Oh, my gosh. That was extremely close. Robman is going to get at least 1 point for the arm. The disarm was accomplished by someone without the Yesh tag, so I'm not sure who that was. Uh-oh. Who's this? Who's this moving in? Oh, same guy that disarmed. So, again, not wearing the Yesh tags. No way of verifying if he is actually in the game or not. Sorry, bro. Just the way it is. But Robman, I'm going to go ahead and make a note. I don't know who just crashed into that, but that was so awesome. Oh, I loved it. I love the random jihad just jets flying in. Oh, it's so funny. I know that a lot of people frown on that kind of jet play, but I think it's absolutely hilarious. And you know, when you're playing the objective, sometimes you have to get out of the jet and try and disarm. That's you know, more effective than just flying around and blaming your teammates all the time. So I'm fully on board with whoever that was crashing, trying to get the job done at the last second. Bravo. So Russia, in a surprise turn of events, disarms and then quickly arms the Alpha objective, taking the lead, dropping one of the MCOMs off the Chinese side, and they are now back in control of the bomb for their second assault, and they've got it in some armor as well. This could be a momentum switch. Right now, they're looking to be kind of solo. Oh, hey-oh. Spoken too soon, as always. The Chinese are not going quietly into the night. They take them out. Let's see if they can make the quick getaway in this Jeep to make it happen. Oh, close. Close shot. Tank's trying to make it happen right now. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that looked like that was on him. That was a fantastic tank shot. We got one Jeep rolling in. This is going to be some close action. Possibly what she said. Oh, and they just clean house. Night Stalker doing some work, but there are too many Russians in the area. Hallie getting the MCOM arm. Oh, Salty making a break for it, not quite getting there. A couple of Chinese players here. Are they going to get it? Scumdog, he's sitting on it. Oh, he makes it happen. That was clutch. That was absolutely clutch. That's why he's in the top 5 right now, folks. Clutch plays like that. Still not out of hot water. Lots of Russians in the area, and they look like they're about to make it happen again. Ed J on the board as well. It's going to be tough for the Chinese to crawl out of this one. Wow! Scumdog with an incredible effort there. But just too many Russians for him to shut down on his own. Oh man, and they are now up 2-0 on the Chinese team. That is brutal. And now all the Chinese are stuck out here. Looks like they had a bunch of guys without vehicles that were just doing their best to get there. Unfortunately, that now leaves them in kind of a tough spot, as they're left out here now in no man's land, not very close to where the bomb is about to respawn back in. Is that just a frozen explosion over here? Just a little moment in time? Isn't this fun? Look at this little treat. Oh, it's still going. It's like, oh, I guess it was waiting for me to notice it. That's what it was. It was like, guys, I've been sitting here forever. I just want someone to see me. Bravo. Still hope for the Chinese. We've got just under 9 minutes left. We've seen these games have incredible comebacks before. I know I've been a part of incredible comebacks with the right team, and we certainly know that, oh my gosh. We definitely saw that explosion. That was killer. And we certainly know that there are a lot of solid Yesh players on the Chinese team. The question is, are they going to be able... Oh, looks like the Jeep got shut down. Possibly a mobility hit. Who is this running solo? Not going to make it, I'm afraid, my friend. Not going to make it Jedi Knight without that vehicle. He gave it his best shot. Got very close to the Bravo objective running solo. If his Jeep had not... If he'd been able to keep his Jeep the whole way through, that may have gone differently for him. Who knows? Now the Russians are back with this wicked convoy again. They've got multiple vehicles as well as some nice armor holding the bomb. I like this play. This is kind of a combo of not only moving the bomb closer to the enemy objective, but also just burning the clock. They're up 2 points over the Chinese players. So even if they don't succeed in this assault, simply taking this wide route and burning time makes it much more likely for them to pull out the victory. I like that a lot. That tank driver is almost certainly going to go down before they get there. Yep, that was it. Looks like it was Kiwi driving the tank. I liked that move, though. That was solid. Oh, we getting a little C4 action? Who is this? I liked it. So it was a random, it would appear, but I liked the effort. Okay, China making another shot. Just under 7 minutes. Still enough time to get both objectives done if they hurry. Now there's a tank up here that he is going to have to deal with. Will not be easy. Let's see what they do. Looks like they're most likely going for Bravo. Oh, that jump. I love the effort of trying to make it over that wall, but that was great. Waiting on their teammate to get back in. Almost proved fatal. Barely made it out of there. And it looks like whoever has this bomb, see if we can get a look. Oh, can't see. They're bunny hopping. Is that Scumdog? No? Someone else? We'll know in a second once they pause. But they decided to get to Alpha and just get something armed. It's Rodman again. Oh, and he goes down. Kiwi delays it. AMJ also goes down. Scumdog is there for the cleanup. Looks like he is going to be getting his second point of the game, arming the objective. This could be the first points on the board for the Chinese team. And they've got a decent amount of soldiers in the area, but what is this? What is this? There's... Oh, they got it. I couldn't even tell. There was so much chaos going on there at the end. That was awesome. Okay, props to Chinese players for not giving up. I love it. Still 5 minutes left. This is not over by any means. Scumdog picked up another objective being armed there. And if the Chinese team is ready with the correct plan of attack here, they could tie this thing up before the end. Plenty of time to do it. Bomb will pop up with a few minutes left. Could potentially do it with even just a tank or a slower moving armored vehicle. A Jeep puts them in a much better spot, obviously. Now the question is, if they can get a Jeep, they can probably swing wide and get the faraway objective armed, get Charlie armed, and really put the Russians in a tough spot for the disarm. Doesn't look like a Jeep is in the area, though. The Chinese do take control. Uh-oh, we do have a Jeep moving up. Oh, and there was another one hiding back there, so I was wrong. They're in a Jeep and they're rolling. Now where? Oh, and he looks like they're moving to Bravo. It's the closest objective, so they're. Oh, wow! Javelin. Halley popped a wicked javelin, taking out multiple Chinese players there. I love the effort at the roadkill. This is crazy right now. Russia just burning time, just trying to do anything to keep the clock moving. Almost a C4, didn't quite happen. Not going to be an easy snag now for the Chinese team. Still a lot of Russians in the area. Those foot soldiers are going to be wicked to take out. That right there might have determined the game. Yep, hopping in a Jeep. All hope is not lost, but that definitely makes it more difficult on the Chinese team to snag this bomb back and get back to the enemy's site. Now, he's just making a wicked run for it. Highly doubt they'll get this objective done with that LAV in the area. You know, I could be wrong, though. If they get this armed... Oh! Almost. Oh, look at this little ninja hiding. Who's this? Mr. GPS is hiding back there. They don't know he's there. Oh, I liked it, though. I liked it. Didn't quite happen, but that was great. If he'd had some C4 sitting out already, that would have been hysterical. If he just dropped like 4 or 5 in one click of the button and arms that all by himself. Ooh, nice work there by Danny in the jet. The Frogfoot picks up a quad kill and shuts down the Chinese assault there. Still 2 minutes left and change in the game, so there's enough time for China to get this thing in a Jeep and make something happen. But the Russians are being relentless right now. They're not just trying to run timeout. They're trying to shut it down. They want to hit all 3. Carrito didn't quite get it dropped. Oh, but Brezzi does. Is this going to be game? Uh-oh. Nope, nope, nope. Not quite. Who got it? Who got the bomb? Couldn't quite see it. Who's that? Ah, couldn't tell. There it is. Spaz! Spaz with the disarm. Nicely done. He'll pick up a point for that. Finally saw it at the last second. Minute and a half. This is it. The final run. It looks like they're transferring to... Oh, no! Not in the Jeep! And the Jeep is getting hit as well. That Jeep is going to have to get moving fast. There's another one. Oh! The SRAW. Somebody was over there with the SRAW doing some work. Oh, man. That was a lot of vehicles for the Chinese down. That hurts. That hurts indeed. Spaz, nicely done with your bonus point there. There goes the jet. I love the jet crashes into the ground. 50 seconds. Could they do it? Could this? No, no. The javelin from Scumdog. No, it was not from Scum. That was from Halley. Scumdog picked up some other players with it. I'm afraid that's it. No vehicle, no time to run there. Man, the Chinese certainly put up a heck of an effort, but just can't get a vehicle here in the final seconds of the game. And I think that is it. Whoever's got the bomb here, Scumdog is just saying, can anybody give me a ride? But there's nothing available, and that is going to do it. Night Stalker. I love the road kills. Just fantastic. What a game! Incredible game. Very, very close to a tie. But, you know what? It wasn't. The Russians pulled out a wicked victory there. Props to that team. Now it's time to take a look and see who's getting some points. As always, we love the beautiful scenery we see in spectator mode. I need to screenshot all these and just make them my backgrounds. It just makes sense. Here we are. These servers did fill up after all, it looks like. Got a few empty spots now just popped up over on the Russian side, which is odd because they won, but looks like Greenfish and Danny, Kiwi, Hallie, and Ed J are picking up points. Scumdog, top of the list, continues his reign of terror in the top 5. Pax, Spaz, AMJ, and Merlin also grabbing some points. Well done. And I appear to have had the hiccups now from that Red Bull. Hindsight is 20/20, my friends. Well done to everybody. Phenomenal game. Had some really, really clutch moments there. On both sides. You know, it could have been Russians could have 3-0'd them if some Chinese players hadn't stepped up with some really brilliant plays along the way. And likewise, the Chinese would have tied it up had the Russians not come in at the very end and just pounded them back. It just every final minute when you thought the Chinese were finally going to sneak away and arm an objective, somebody in the Russian team would pop up with a SRA or a jet or something and just shut them down. That was a fantastic game. And now, hey-o, surprise. Well, I say surprise. It's just going to sit here and blink. Okay, there it is. Yeah, surprise. It's like Christmas comes early, unless you don't have China Rising, and then you're mad. Yes, indeed. This is the first non-vanilla map in the YeshGaming Cup. I said, you know what? We got to mix it up. Everybody that pre-ordered the game got China Rising. Just about everybody else got Premium, or at least bought this one, or something. Almost everyone has it. Now, if you don't have it, and you got booted because you don't have this map, let's check and see. It looks like just about everybody had it. I'm sorry for you, and we can argue about it all day and all night and be upset, but you know what? I was just getting a little tired. I was like, you know, we played these vanilla maps for 4 rounds now. I want to see something new. And so here we are. We're in a China Rising. It's not like I chose the most recent one where I might alienate more players. It's China Rising. Almost everyone has it. And I thought, you know, Silk Road, not only does that name sound totally hot, but it's big and wide open and fun. And I'm sure there's a That's What She Said joke somewhere in there. But let's go ahead and zoom in and see who's up. Who is grabbing it? Kiwi? No, Carito. Oh, I'm so shocked. Carito, who is always at the objective doing work, is the first one on point here. Love it. The red bullet goes down smooth. Now, the real question here is what kind of strategies are we going to see popping up? Because no one in the YeshGaming Cup has had an official match done here yet. So people most likely have not... I know a lot of people probably haven't even played Obliteration on these maps. They don't know really how the objectives are laid out. You know, they see it on their map, but as they're heading there, they're not sure, you know, what kind of cover they're going to find when they get there. There's going to be a lot of people that are just winging it, and that's what I love. It's really going to come down to teamwork and people saying, okay, hey, this is our first time doing this, but... you know, with the right strategy, we can make it happen. Roger, a.k.a. GeoFerret, in the chat. What's up, bro? Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining, man. As mentioned last week, I'll throw it in again. Geo is donating some of his incredibly awesome handmade paracord bracelets for the winners as well. So big props to him for donating those in for our winners. So the prize pool just keeps on growing. We've got wireless gaming headset in there. We've got customized dog tags. We now have paracord bracelets. We now have music albums. Potentially a PlayStation 4 game also. Tons of stuff. Just keeps getting better and better. Now somebody is making their first run. Oh, and they go down. It was Carito with the bomb. Of course it was. Kiwi, oh, gets it a few steps closer. But whoever is in that chopper is saying, nah. GPS, playing a little game of cat and mouse. And he goes down as well. So, China almost getting some points on the board. Now they're right next to their objective, but it looks like they got a bike and they're getting out of dodge fairly quickly. And that's what's going to make... That's one of the reasons I chose this map. The dirt bikes are going to make it really, really fun because there's going to be the ability for such quick attacks. Not just slow lumbering movements where you can see it, choreographed a mile away. Now, they got a chopper hot on their heels, but so far they are eluding them. That was like an action scene right there. Where's Bond when you need him? Somebody is moving in. It looks like this is a random. I don't see the Yesh tags up. Little hop, skip, and a kill, and they go down. Uh-oh. Pack is there. Oh, not quite. And then Scumdog is there. Oh, but man. Corrido shutting them down. Dioxin is there. Oh, but he also goes down. This is just crazy back and forth. Oh, who's got the bomb? You're missing out on a chopper. You're missing out on a chopper. He says, nope, Kiwi wants to drive himself. Maybe New Zealanders don't like heights. I don't know. That's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Geo in the chat, you are a gentleman and a saint, good sir. Always appreciate you stopping in. Kiwi's making progress, but I know he's taking some hits in that vehicle. Yep, looks like he bailed on it as it was just about to go down. So he's got another 150 meters on foot. Let's see if he can run the whole thing. Oh boy, no he can't. He hears that tank coming. Oh, and the bike goes all the way off without him. That was close to being really, really awesome. But it ended up just being kind of hilarious. Oh my gosh. Somebody's popping shots over there. Yeah. Sorry, Broseph. The tank circle is closing in on you fast here. I love his effort, though. You know what? He didn't give up. It's not like he just kept running straight through the middle and was like, whatever, kill me. Like, he was still trying to stick and move like a good boxer and stay alive until he got back up. That's good stuff right there. China still has it. And can they get to this tank? No, they can't! Oh. Whoever hopped in there, I'm not sure which one of those players it was, that was awesome. I think it was AMJ. He just snatched his tank up and stopped that. Oh, good stuff. Got that bike. Time to get moving. There's the wheelie. Oh. I am assuming now, by the way this game is just turning out to be insane, that this was a good move. That grabbing this map as one of the games was a good move, because this is awesome. Crazy mayhem going on around this bomb right now. And the thing is, all these people grabbing the bomb know they're pretty much going to die, but they're doing it anyway. No one's hiding back and just like, oh, I'm scared. Somebody keep me alive. My KD is so important. No, they're like, forget it. We're going for the bomb. We want to win. Now, the Chinese team has some armor, and they are moving very quickly to Alpha. Oh, they just took a hit. Yep. I figured they would stop there because that tank was not long for this world. Oh, man. Scumdog with a wicked save there. With the M4. I like that choice of weapon on this map. Great accuracy for this wide open area. He chooses a bike and says, you know what? I don't need armor. I need speed. Give me speed. And I'm actually going to... Oh, he hopped off the bike. I don't know if that was an accident or what. Oh, I liked it. Got it in just a quick second of first person. But that was cool. Oh, and I was going to go look at MW3's first person, but then he got dropped. You really can't almost find anybody's first person view in time. Corrido, where you at? I know, there you are. You got the bomb. Uh-oh, locking on. Those javelins are brutal on this map. You know where people are going. You know where the vehicle is that they're going to go try and hop into. It is just brutal to be running a javelin. I know I certainly would be if I was in there, because that is going to be a great way to shut down a lot of these players. Scumdog's got it again. Greenfish rocking that SW40. I approve. Really enjoying that pistol myself right now. Corito's going again. Uh-oh, she's being followed. And I don't think she knew it. Who is that Iverson? Who he just jumped like 7 feet. That was ridiculous. Who is that? You got mad hops, sir. Oh, Rob Man, I believe. That was fantastic. Uh-oh. This could bode bad for the U.S. Well, I say that, but there are now a swarm of U.S. there. But the Chinese got very, very close to arming that. Very close, indeed. Merlin is off with the flag. Let's see if I can find him. There he is. Looks like he is just driving it. Little active protection, turned it on just in time to stop those shots. That was beautifully done, but then another one hits. Lots of armor. Oh! And he gets him almost all the way there. Now, there's a lot of good armor around there, but that's not going to be a walk in the park. Oh, my goodness. Danny doing some work from the chopper. Dioxin got it close. Can anybody finish the work he started? Love the res there. They don't have the Yesh tags on, but whoever that is playing like a teammate that I would want to have. Oh boy, that's a lot of US rolling in. Oh, it looks like we've got a commander on board, ladies and gents. Yes, do a jump! That was great. I love it. Are we in Expendables? It's Eddie. Of course it's Eddie. He was doing wicked jumps in tanks last game. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm going to zoom out for a wide shot and take a quick look and see who is our Dynamo Duck. Has taken part in a few games and is rocking the commander seat. Awesome, bro. Welcome. Now, it was mentioned in a previous one, but if you missed that, oh boy. Chopper's here. Nope. Wisely did not take the chopper. Heck of a small shot from somebody dropping it there. But what I said before was, in a previous stream, if you do decide to rock the commander seat, you get a bonus 1,000 points to your in-game score. And if that, oh boy, yeah, you know eventually a javelin is going to catch up to him. Because it can be more difficult, depending on the team you're on, the map you're on, etc., to get good points in the commander seat. You can certainly get first place on your own. I've done that before, but it can be more difficult. So taking that into consideration, I want to encourage people to sit in the commander seat. They get a bonus 1,000 points added to their in-game score. So right now, Dynamo Duck would have 3,595 points. And the way that works is if that puts them in the top 5, they also get the points. Now, it doesn't bump out one of the top 5 players. Basically, it just means there's an extra guy getting points for that round. Hopefully that makes sense. It makes sense to me. Which, since I'm doing the scorekeeping, that's all that matters. But anyway, I'm encouraging you to hop in the commander seat if you've got that tablet. Or you just can't get in the game because it's full, you know? It's a still way to take part. And nothing says play the objective like a commander looking down from above, dropping in ammo crates and whatnot. So, Roger, thank you, sir. Wish you could be in this game with us, man. I certainly miss gaming with you. We did a lot of work on old Battlefield 3 together. Many, many good nights. Pack here, hopping on a dirt bike, Lara Croft style, and I don't mean that as an insult, because she was totally awesome. He's heading up, looking like, oh, does he know there's a tank up here? I don't know if he did or not, but either way, he had a wicked diversion. Oh, and he's going the other direction. Looks like a javelin forced him off early. Oh, you're going to have a tough time getting back to that bike, and I think he knew it. Oh, and he goes down, but he got a lot of progression made with that bomb. Oh my goodness, what an absolute clutch vehicle drop. That was maybe the single greatest vehicle drop I've ever seen, because the vehicle drops are almost always worthless. And even though that didn't work, that was awesome. Dynamo Duck, mega props to you, my friend. That was just perfectly done. Normally you're playing Conquest and so you see the vehicle drop go down and you're like, really, Commander? Like, promote me or something. I don't need this garbage. But right there, that was awesome. I absolutely loved it. Kiwi, I'm not sure if he knows the bomb guy is chasing him for a ride. And now Danny is stranded up on top. Goes down. Although I can't fault Kiwi, he took a wicked jump off of that cliff in a tank, and I love doing that. There's nothing more fun than being in a tank and taking those huge jumps. There it is. They snagged it. And now they're off. Does not look like anybody is getting them. He still pops flares. Somebody bailed. Somebody was like, I'm out of here. Wow. And with the flares and the flying, they were able to make it all the way here. Who's got that bomb? Jedi Knight still had it. This could be China getting first points on the board. With only 5 minutes remaining, this is clutch. Absolutely incredible. Somebody just went rolling by there, but didn't stop. And that is the first MCOM destroyed. Really, really well done there by the Chinese team. That was kind of out of nowhere. They were deep in their own territory, and suddenly it was just like, bam! The chopper flew in, snagged them, and it just, all the cards lined up perfectly, and they were able to fly that over real quickly and get that objective done. Nicely done! That could be the game-determining factor right there. I mean, we fought for 15 minutes with no points. So with only 4.5 minutes left, and China being one up, that could very well be the game-winning single MCOM destroyed. Question in the comments, do you have to be a specific level to actually be in Commander mode? Yes, you do. You have to be... Because there's a couple of restrictions. You have to be at least a rank 10, and that's to stop people from just like starting up a new account, not doing anything, not subscribing to PlayStation Plus, and just, hopping into games. So you got to be rank 10, and it does have to be on the platform that you're wanting to join. So you cannot be like rank 10 on Xbox 360 and hop in and command on Xbox One or PC, etc. So it is specific to your platform, and you do have that small rank requirement, but other than that, hop in and go crazy. Commander is a lot of fun. I've got a couple of the Commander tutorials up, actually thinking of doing some more soon. I know it's not the most popular place for people to play, but you can actually have a lot of fun in the Commander seat if you know what you're doing. And I've had some streaks where I just went on Commander mode for like 4 or 5 games and really did a lot of work. Now, while I'm running my mouth, Corrido has gone over and armed a second objective. Who is that? Somebody's trying to ninja their way in. Salty. Oh! Oh, she's getting tags, but they disarmed it! Night Stalker No, Kiwi. Who was it? No, Night Stalker. Yes, trying to monitor it. That was awesome. Oh my gosh. I'm going to stay zoomed in and see if we see any more sick action like that. Night Stalker got a very fantastic last-minute disarm there. And it looks like Jedi got the rearm. Sorry, taking some notes there, missing the action. Gotta keep track of who's getting what points. Corrido ran out of rounds in her mag, killing the first guy. Goes up and grabs tags from Night Stalker, but the delay of having to go through the animation gives him enough time to get the disarm. Jedi, I believe is who it was, rolls up, rearms it, and now it's just turned into total chaos mode. Look at those guys. They're like right next to each other. Corrido and somebody. They were like, I love it, holding hands running up to the bomb site. Everyone's just so focused on getting that thing armed or disarmed that it's just a mad dash to the bomb site. That's fantastic. Still some Chinese players here, but it looks like the Russians, or the U.S., I'm sorry, it looks like Scumdog on the U.S. side makes a clutch play and gets it out of dodge. Now this could be absolutely huge. Oh, and he goes down. That was so close. Danny saving the Chinese team. Wow, I loved that move there from Scumdog. Just ran in, grabbed the bike, snuck out quickly. Could have tied the game up there. Now China has control of the bomb in the helicopter again, and they are moving back towards this back Bravo objective. A couple of U.S. players in the area, so they've got a chance. But if they get it armed quick, this could be... nope, they go down. Alright, 1 minute to go. They have to focus on nothing but speed at this point. There's a bike in the area. It looks like whoever has the bomb was trying to get in the chopper. Who is that? Spaz, but instead he knows he's got to get a bike. 50 seconds. I believe he's got enough time to get there and arm it. But with so many javelins in the area, fantastic helicopter pilots, you know what? It looks like he's making it. It looks like he is making it. Oh, he hopped off early before the javelin hits. Beautiful. Uh-oh, I hear the armor. 25 seconds to go. Just the delay of that vehicle driven by Eddie slowing him down, I think, is enough. Yep. 14, 13. Time is ticking down. Oh, such an awesome effort by the U.S. team here at the final seconds of this game to get this done. But that is it. China holds on for a last-second phenomenal victory with only one objective done. That was crazy back and forth. I'm so glad I put this map in the rotation. Probably gonna happen again. That was fantastic. Kudos to both teams. Really curious to see who's in the top 5 here, because I was seeing a lot of names right in the heart of the action. So it's really difficult to pinpoint one person and say, oh yeah, they dominated. Let's find out. Looks like it got a random up in the top left. Then Pack, Scum, Spaz, and Merlin. Not a huge surprise. Saw their names quite a bit. Danny was doing some work in the chopper. Corrido, of course, was right in the action. DV, he was there, and Kiwi also. And then you can also see at the bottom, Dynamo does a phenomenal job in commander mode. Look at that. With the extra 1,000 points added on there, he is going to be getting a first place score for Rockin' Commander Seat here in the second game of round 5. Big props to Dynamo. Like I said, in the middle of the round, he had that incredibly awesome drop of the vehicle that ended up not working, but it was fantastically timed. You know, nothing on his fault. The team just got shut down, but good stuff. I'm just going to make a little note here to remind myself. Sometimes I overlook the commander seats. We want to make sure we get those points counted for him. So there we go. Make sure Dynamo Duck gets credit where credit is due. Now moving into the final game of round 5. Who's going to be picking up more points? And let's see if the teams are the same. Looks like they've been moved a bit. So a little bit of reworking there. Let's see how this plays out. Bomb should be popping up shortly around the Charlie area. Well, if you're playing objective, or if you're playing Conquest, it's the Charlie objective. Typically the bomb site is right around in here. There's the bomb. So it's up. I see Chinese players are moving in fast. Oh, look at that! Somebody ninja'd in. DV ninja'd in. He didn't manage to keep it, but that was fantastic. AMJ is an absolute surgeon with the Gold Magnum. Picked up a kill there and is now moving through. Let's see if we can actually get a look at AMJ's perspective. See if we can see some kills here with the Gold Magnum. I am not a aggressive sniper nearly as good as him. Not much you can do against a vehicle, but I like that effort. So U.S. in control, trying to lock down the area, protect themselves from getting down in the game early. There it is. We got a Yesh vehicle, but they don't hop out, so the bomb carrier is still on foot and running solo. Who is that? I believe that might be J-Dub. Might be that name. Don't know this player personally, so with it just flashing up momentarily, it's hard to tell. Oh! Wow. Yep, they weren't surviving that. Somebody up on top popping some shots down there. Take a little wider look. Got a lot of shots coming in from all over the place. Where are you coming from? Somebody up there? What was that? Ah, I bet it was a parachuter. Silly me. Somebody parachuting in. Corrido's got it now. But like everyone else, drops pretty quickly. Oh, look at this sneaky. Clever girl. DV up top. Trying to keep them back. But wow, that is a lot of Chinese players. Plus some armor. I'm not sure where they are now. Oh, they're trying to guard the perimeter. But they may not have realized that their bomb carrier was dropped. Scumdog's with it. He's not fooling around, but he gets taken out before he can get too much closer to the bomb site. Woo! Staying alive there. Corrido, amidst a whole lot of fire, kept waiting for that death icon to pop up, but she fought her way through several. Wow, this is just insanity. And DV is still up there. Now he has a friend that are just picking up kills, doing some work. But that could come back to bite him, because now they are delayed, as whoever has this bomb, Merlin, gets it very, very close. Oh, wow. Who's popping those sniper shots? Those were fantastic. Got it again. China with the bomb again. Where are they going to go? Looks like they might be rerouting into Bravo. Eliminate the vehicle threat. Now he's taking a minute to hide. Those might be crucial seconds they regret wasting. Gets it armed, but Jedi is there. Looking for that sweet spot to get the disarm. And he gets it. Jedi saving the U.S. team from getting down early in this game. Moving on with the bomb. Now he's running solo. Let's see if it will actually let me follow him for a second. I'm sure he'll be dead by the time Oh, he did die. Fail. I was trying to find his name so I could follow him around. Now, who's this? Somebody's getting on a vehicle. Uh-oh. And they're going. They're going quick. Woo! This has been the night of the rockets. Oh my goodness, so many people dying by so many rocket shots. And it's not just like one. I've seen RPGs, SMAWs, SRAWs, of course the Javelin that does some serious work since the patch. Curious as to what the strategy is at this point. Being chased there. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't go through the glass. Spectator mode is treated like a... Oh, no, this window shut out. There we go. As you may know from seeing separate weeks, spectator mode is like an actual physical thing. So, like, if the door is shut or something, I can't fly through walls, which is kind of a fail. But it's also kind of hilarious. Oh, look at that. Clutch drop. Scum didn't see it. But Commander, I'm guessing it was Dynamo again. Yes, it was, but now they also have a Commander. Wrath Knight on the other side. Love it. Two Commanders doing work in here. Night Stalker's got it now. He's getting close to the objective. Looks like he's going to get it armed. And he does. Now, they are not alone in the area, but there's a lot of them. Night Stalker getting points. Will Kiwi get the disarm? Oh, he does! Kiwi does! Oh my goodness! Fantastic! Night Stalker getting points. Kiwi getting points. Bomb now outside. Had to make some notes there. Really thought the Chinese were about to take the lead in this game. They still might. Dioxin's got it. He's got some backup. And now he's praying somebody will shoot that guy. And he gets it armed. Alright, let's see it. Alright, US, do y'all have any more miracles? Now's the time. Here comes one. Nope. Not enough. Not enough. And that is it. The Chinese team takes the lead 7.5 minutes into this game. Phenomenal. Dioxin there with the final plant. He's also getting points. This is going to be a brutal match. And the question is, will the Chinese team continue to steamroll, or is the U.S. going to battle back? The U.S. made that very difficult for them, so I cannot imagine they will make it any easier going forward. And not a lot of guys in the area. Looks like we got one little sneaky over here. Uh-oh, that just got exciting. Night Stalker and friend. They're over there ready for the bomb. Looks like we've also got... Oh gosh, I don't think that vehicle's going to last long. Now everybody's showing up. Now all the kids came out to play. Oh, hey-oh. Bomb popped up and has already been snatched and is off. I was over there watching all the fireworks, and look at this. China is already making a move, trying to get a hurry-up offense quick plant going on here. Eddie saves them with the little bird, but there are still a lot of Chinese over here. And it looks like they're going to get that armed. If nothing else, just be... Oh, no, where are you going? Ah, I don't think that random guy knew exactly how this works. Oh, and he might have just cost the Chinese these points. That was crucial. I'd imagine everyone in there is cursing that poor kid, who very clearly did not know what to do with the bomb. Ugh, brutal. The U.S. team is saying, you know what, we don't know how, we're still here, but we're glad. And now the chaos begins again. Take a little wider look. U.S. back in control. They do have a chopper. Looks like it's Kiwi, and he's looking for a ride, and he gets it. And off they go. Uh-oh, this could be U.S. putting points on the board. Now the question is, are any Chinese players preemptively spawning back here and going to help out? It looks like we might have one. He's moving in. There's Kiwi getting that arm and setting up to defend it. Anybody? He's there. He's there. Picks up the double with the SR2 and the points. Wow. And now, ladies and gents, with just under 10 minutes left, it is a tie game. I have no idea where I am. It kicked me out to a different camera. There we are. Well done by our favorite New Zealander. And before he gets a big head, he's only the favorite because he's the only one we have. Love it. You gotta love it. That's how we roll. Good stuff there, though. Kiwi now with a couple of extra bonus points for his playing the objective work in this game. Where is the bomb going to pop up? Who's going to grab it? Time is ticking down. Now we are seeing a lot more movement this game. I think it's just because of the level layout. Teams are able to get in and arm objectives easier, but we're not seeing a dominating force from any one side. Obviously, the game is tied. Oh, brilliantly done there by Jedi. Everyone was looking over the other side. Now, it still didn't work, but everyone was looking over the other side, and he just reversed under the bridge to try to make his getaway. Oh, I just love that. I don't know who you are that keeps crashing the jets, Or if you're just doing it because I keep saying it, but that just makes me laugh every time. It's just so funny. Good stuff. Commanders still doing their work, dropping in health and reload packs there. Now the U.S. is trying to get a lead, trying to take the first lead of the game. Moving into the Bravo site here. Oh, Scumdog with a wicked save. But he's not going to get far. There's too many U.S. players out there. It's just brutal. DV grabs it. He's indoors, but he goes down. Oh my goodness, look at this. Who is this? Dioxin. That is just wicked. That's like rounding the corner, thinking you're free, running away from the Terminator, and then the T-1000 is just standing right there staring at you. That is just good stuff. Look at Dioxin in there. Just dropping people. Random grabs it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be the same Random that ruined the Chinese objective arming last time by not knowing what to do. At least he's not hiding this time. He's back out in the real world and moving. Wow, that was wicked. Cannot believe the U.S. didn't get the points there, but I have to say everyone was working hard, but Dioxin parking that armored vehicle in there really was the game changer. He pretty much held them off just doing that and bought his team time to get up there for backup. U.S. still has a heavy presence in the area. Being this close to the enemy objective is just salivating if you're in the game. It's just you can taste it. It's right there. But oh my gosh, look at all of those players on both sides. Dynamo picking up a kill with the cruise missile. You gotta love that. We got choppers circling, doing some work. And you know what? When the dust settles, I keep thinking it's the U.S. that are taking control here. But then there's a bunch of Chinese that suddenly parachute in right next to them and hold them out. There they go. Looks like there's just one. Oh! Wow! That was fantastic. Looks like Night Stalker's got it, and he says, you know what? Enough of this. Oh, wow. Mega kudos to whoever you are. Dioxin had to focus in on that. Was riding in the single-seat vehicle and quickly hops out and says, you need this armor more than I do. Now, he's getting cornered there, but so many players don't do that. They're just not self-aware enough to give up their vehicle to the bomb carrier. And that was, I really want to highlight that for anybody watching this game. We'll have a little teaching moment here. That is so clutch. It's all about the bomb. It is all about the bomb. So if you can give up your vehicle, if you can stand in front of him while he's arming the objective and absorb some bullets, whatever it is, do it. That was a clutch move by Dioxin there. Chinese shut him down, but or the U.S. shut him down, but I really, really liked it. Salty's got it for a second. People are just dropping left and right. This is chaos. They're literally just layers upon layers of bad guys. Like you're standing next to guys on the other team and people don't even know it. They're just such madness going on over here right now. Corito looks like she got the kills and got the bomb, but she goes down. Scumdog picking up some kills before he goes down. Everybody's getting kills, really. But, who is it? Who is it? Underdog might be getting... Oh, almost got the objective arm. No, he did! I believe it was Underdog. I couldn't quite tell on that one. I'm fairly certain he had the bomb and got that objective armed. U.S. is holding them off, buying themselves time. That timer is gone. And the U.S. take the lead with under 4 minutes remaining. Wow. And that's all it is just that brief moment in time where your team has a quick second of having the advantage of players. You can grab the bomb, get in there and arm it, and that's all your team needs. That was very intense. I know the Chinese team has to be a little disappointed. They had so many great saves in there. But the U.S. was just resilient in their assault. They just never let up the pressure. And that's brutal. If you can manage with the way, the timing of the spawns, which, almost always is accidental, but with all those various factors, if you can manage to just keep that constant pressure on a team, that is almost always going to eventually break them down. I don't know how this vehicle's still moving. There we go. He took a lot of hits in that thing. Dioxin. And he picks up the kill and is still moving on his own. Highly doubtful he'll make it, but I love this effort. There he goes. He got that really, really close. And with 2.5 minutes remaining, the Chinese team needs to be all over this. This is their final chance here, most likely, is to get in and arm Alpha while they can. Looks like we've got some U.S. players just trying to get the bomb as far away as they can, buy some time. The age-old game of running the clock out. They've got that 1-point lead. I see a lot of Chinese players closing in. 2 minutes! That's the 2-minute mark of the final game of the evening. Final game of round 5. Will the Chinese team manage to tie this thing up before the end? It would be so fitting if they did, because we've had such phenomenal action all night long. The final tie here would be awesome. Really proving that both teams just really did great work. Uh-oh, they're in the armored vehicle. Now we know that doesn't count for much with how many rockets are out here. If they can manage to not get held up, they might be able to get there. Now they're trying to get to Bravo, it would appear. Went around the other path. Bunny hopping, not quite. Ugh. That was so close. Most likely the final chance for the Chinese team to tie this thing up. U.S. players have it. They have it in a vehicle, and they are rolling. There's... I love it. I love that jet. Thank you to whoever you are crashing the jets. That's just great. That is just great. 40 seconds left. They're trying to even arm this. They're trying to end it. They don't want to just run the clock out. They're just going to end this thing. If they can. Got a few... oh, shutting the gate. I love that move. Corito had it. And we got players from both sides over here. Somebody take some tags. Come on now. Oh, almost got away on the bike, but not enough time. The final 10 seconds tick down, and that is it. U.S. pulls out a wicked victory. Really, really close game. Phenomenal job to both sides. Can't say enough how awesome it was to watch all that unfold. Really, really great teamwork. We saw a lot of really great moments there where people were giving up vehicles, covering each other's backs, hanging back to guard flanks. One of my favorite moves is actual players just standing in front of the guy arming the objective to absorb bullets while they finish arming it. That's really, really good stuff. Get your heart rate going, and you're only watching. That's how you know it's good stuff. Danny, Hallie, DV, Kiwi, and Corito picking up points on the U.S. side. Pack, AMJ, and Merlin on the Chinese team. And it looks like we have another first place finish out of Dynamo Duck rocking the commander seat. And Wrath Knight will, with the extra 5,000 or the extra 1,000 points, not quite be getting in the top. Huge props to him for taking part though in the commander seat. I love that. Didn't look like he quite got enough points to get in the top 5. But great job to everybody. That was phenomenal. On that note, I am signing off. Going to finish slamming this Red Bull and then probably hop in and play some games in this server myself. I think I'll switch up the map rotation and get in on some of this sweet action. Looks like it's too much fun. It's good stuff. Thank you all for tuning in to the live stream. To everyone watching this on YouTube, uploaded later on, thank you as well for the view. I so appreciate the support. You have no idea how much it means. And to all the players that took the time to get in on this competition and have some fun together. That's awesome that you guys are getting in here and just making these games really, really fun and worth watching. That's just some fantastic stuff. We will be back next week with round 6. It will be the halfway point of Season 1 of the YeshGaming Cup. Don't miss out. Obviously, there will be more insane competition just like you saw tonight, and more points being handed out to everyone that can take part. So I'll keep having more details on prizes as they roll in. Already a lot of stuff on the table, but really, really turning out to be a great season with a lot of fun stuff going out to the winners. So thank you again for tuning in. Had an absolute blast with everybody who took part in this tonight, and I will see you guys again very, very soon. Peace!